Guitar nerds, what's up? It's Pete Thorn. Welcome to the studio. Hey, I'm here today to show you the Eccos delay and looper pedal from my friends at Keeley Electronics. You heard it on all the parts on that song at the beginning of the video. This is a tape-style delay and a looper pedal. Just a total powerhouse of a pedal with all kinds of cool things about it. So let's get to it here. I'm going to break down some of the parts as I do this commentary from the track at the beginning of the video. Outside of the mix, I'll solo them so you can hear some of the different delay tones and what the looper can do. So let's talk about the delays for a second here first. Tape-style flanging is what you get from Mod on the delay repeats. I can't think of another delay pedal that actually has tape delay style flanging on the repeats. There might be one out there. I always miss something. But anyway, I think that might be unique to this pedal. You get rate and depth controls to control the modulation, and you also get a tone control that really varies the tone of the delay from being super dark and murky all the way to being kind of thin and bright. Crank up the feedback and you can get that delay to oscillate, and depending on how you got that control set for darker or brighter delay tones, you can get some wildly different sounds. Now, if you set the delay time super short and set the feedback really low, you can also use this pedal just as a flanger, which I did actually for the first part in the song at the beginning of the video and for the last part as well. And on that last part, I actually really got almost like a seasick style flange going. And I really liked actually just the mod tone, not even using it as an echo, but using it as a flanger. Now, one neat thing about the pedal is that you hold down the tap button and it's going to kick the feedback up to kind of like infinite feedback and start oscillating really quickly. If you do that with a really, really short delay time, the pedal kind of screams at you. And that's what you heard me do at the beginning of the track as well as at the end of the track. So let's check that out. So it works really, really well as a mod pedal, as a flanger, and with the added benefit of being able to get those crazy kind of screaming sounds. That's pretty cool in a flanger, I think, and kind of unique. So using the unit for sort of more typical echo style effects and tape delay echo style sounds, you've got the tap button there with different subdivisions actually. So you can get quarter notes, you can get dotted eighths, you can get eighth notes, all kinds of subdivisions. Let's check out some of those sounds. Once again, if you hold down the tap button, it's going to make the pedal feedback crank up and go into some sort of oscillation. So you'll hear some of that here as well. Okay, now let's talk about the looper in the Eccos. So once it's in looper mode, the delay is still active, so that allows you to get some really cool ambient kind of loops going with some echo going on the guitar parts. I love that. So what I did was play some harmonics, looped it around, then kicked it into overdub mode, played some chords to just kind of define the bass notes of my progression. Then I hit a big muff and played a melody, and then I kept it recording and played a harmony on top of the melody. Got all that going, and the echoes going the whole time. So then once I had my loop going around, and I was happy with it, I hit the tap button and held it down. That'll reverse your loop, and all of a sudden everything's going backwards, and it just sounds like psychedelic madness. That's really fun. And because the delay and the echo is still going, of course, I cranked up the feedback, varied the delay time, and that's how I got those spaceship taking off and landing sounds, because the delay's happening while the loop's playing backwards. I just really liked it. I thought that sounded really neat. Then I let the tap switch go. The delay reversed back around, was playing forwards again, and then I went into the end of the song. So a couple more things about the pedal. It's got a stereo ins and stereo outs. You can run it mono, you can run it stereo, whatever you want. In stereo mode, you get a little bit of imaging on the delay, so that's nice if you're using 2 amps. There's also a TRS jack for an expression pedal. If you want to hook that up, you can control any of the parameters on this unit with expression. And there's also a remote tap jack. So you got the pedal in maybe in a rack drawer or something like that, and your pedal board's out on the floor with just a switcher. Well, you can control the tap via that remote jack if you want to, and get some different tap subdivisions. I really dug the Eccos delay and looper. This is a fun, creative powerhouse tool. Really, really great. And Keeley makes all kinds of terrific pedals. They've been at it so long. One of the original sort of boutique pedal manufacturers. They just do it right. You can check it out further at the website that you see there on your screen. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. You can hit the little bell beside the subscribe, and you'll get an alert every time I put out a new video. I'll see you guys real soon for more videos. I'm Pete Thorn. Take care. Over and out.